Greetings, Ani, Bonjour, Kwekwe, Tanzi, Scano. It's Catherine and Brian at Moonstarlodge in South Central Ontario, Canada, with your Indigenous perspective on the week of July 8th through 14th. We are filming this on the new moon and aphelion day of She Who Heals. So this is the grandmother of the 8th moon cycle. And I discussed her attributions and jobs in the spirit world last video. You might pop onto that and check that out. So this week we are looking at things astrological. Of course, a new moon is a moon in the dark, and it's pure potential. She Who Heals is offering us an opportunity to completely break free of anything which constrains us, burdens us, makes us unwell in the body, the emotions, the mind, and the spirit. It's also aphelion, as I mentioned, which is the time when our position is the furthest it can be from the sun. And that's a good thing, because if we were any closer in this heat, we would fry. It would be the Sahara Desert. So there are strong solar influences, as well as very strong but subtle, because we can't see the moon. We think they're subtle, but they're not. Somewhat subtle lunar influences. So that got me thinking about bringing out some solar and lunar decks. But I also felt a strong call to water cards, because we're in the sign of Cancer, which is self-nurture, loving of home, being at home, just relaxing and finding internal peace. So the decks I'm using this week are the original Moonology Oracle deck for the Grandmother Moon discussion, the Marigold Tarot for the Ancestors by Amrit Brar. Moonology is by Yasmin Boland, by the way, and I should have mentioned that. The little teeny tiny version of the Line Strider Tarot by Ciolo Thompson. The Wandering Echo Major Arcana Alternative by Rachel Jean. The Cosmic Pink is our main tarot this week. Don't know if it will be next week, but it certainly is this week, since we are doing lunar things. The Wandering Soul Oracle, again by Rachel Jean. Stacking up my boxes here. It's like a Jenga game. The Voice of the Souls by Isabel Surf, and it's an oracle because the ancestors are strong this time of year, for me anyway. Whispers of the Ocean oracle cards by Angela Hartfield. The Mirror Oracle by Amrit Brar, and I think that's it. All right, so let's, without further ado, go to the cards, Brian. So I always mess up my line of cards. There are 8 cards for this week, 8 clarifiers. And we start off the week with the Fool, the beginning of the karmic cycle, that part of the journey which says that in the 3 tiers, the 3 lines, the first 7 cards, every time we finish a cycle, we come back and we take yet another giant leap. And this is a good thing. So we're all in Fool mode with this She Who Heals. And the card that clarifies it, interestingly, is the only reversed card. The Ancestor card is the 9 of Swords. In reverse. Means it's coming out of worries and feelings of dread and terror and stress. It's the kind of stuff that, you know, if we let it, would keep us up at night. And so just adjusting the wheelchair here. So, but it's in reverse. So it's saying that by coming out of and letting go of these worries and just putting them to bed, so to speak, we are free. There is nothing to worry about with this fool's journey, and anything we have been worrying about is done. The 9 is really the end of that cycle, and it's time to lay them down. It's followed by the Strength card, which in this deck is card number 11. So we've got the lemniscate, we've got the balance, that the harmony, the lust for life in the Thoth deck. This is not just strength that we pull together to get things done, but it's also the lust for life. They're not giving up, the passion in the belly. And it's clarified by a fabulous card, Eternity. This is from the Mirror Oracle, and it's telling us that what we are choosing to do on our new journey, doing it with strength, is a part of a huge karmic cycle. It's laying down foundational roots. This is the world tree, the tree of peace. This is got so many different names in different spiritual and cultural traditions, but this is an eternity thing. We are doing something huge, and because this is a collective reading, this applies to most of us. So if you sit there and think, well, that's not happening for me, then you're putting that out to the universe, that you're not going to want to use these energies. Know that the energies are in alignment right now to make it easy in this astrological time of Cancer to really do good things for ourselves. This card is an extra major arcana card, and this is the Self. And I'm going to get the book and read you what the Self is. Just a moment here. I just feel like that's important. So this card means it represents your sun sign, which is sometimes known as your star sign. It's the core of who you are, your own personal identity. It's what fuels you in the pursuits of life. When this card appears in a reading as yourself, what core belief is being challenged and how can you work through it? So here again maybe is a reference to this card. And then we get the card that clarifies it is from a different deck, and I will read that to you as well. This is an alternative major arcana. This is Eastern Skies. And Eastern Skies, just a moment here. I don't have any music to play. This is a really unique card. It represents your ascendant or rising sign. So this is your sun sign, and this is being clarified by the ascendant. So it shows a chipped and broken mask with the resemblance of a human face. Our rising sign is often referred to as the mask we portray in the world, the personality on display for others to see. Notice the stars behind the mask, showing that is where the real magic lies. What do you think of the mask you wear? Is it helpful or harmful to the true version of yourself beneath it? What are the reasons you wear a mask? How would you feel without it? T.S. Eliot says, there will be time to meet the faces that you must meet. So, this is a very interesting synchronicity here to have this card present. So, think about that. If you don't know your sun sign and you don't know what your ascendant is, you can get it at astro.com. So this is about shining in who we are, taking hold of our true alignment astrologically, and getting rid of any masks that no longer serve us in the healing moon cycle. It's she who heals. So moving on with this glorious reading, we've got the Three of Moons, which in this deck is the Three of Cups. So we are having collective frolic with friends, and it's a joyfulness. It's a great gestalt, if you will, the best coming together of people we enjoy and love. And what comes out of this, and what clarifies it, is the Ace of Swords. So the incubating of a new mindset, which is perfect in this new moon energy of this week of the 8th to the 14th. So know that getting together with people is going to have a dividend. It will pay a dividend. Following the Three of Moons, we have the King of Stars, or the King of Pentacles. This is a glorious card saying that all that we need and all that we should have and all that we can have in our third dimensional material life is there for us. It's the king energy is that externalizing expression of this card. So it's making sure that those around us benefit from what we have accumulated. It's that give and take, in balance, of course, in balance. And to know, in the clarifier here, that this is like Hamsa, the card of protection. You are protected. This is the triple goddess. This is the hand of Hamsa. You are protected. The key is there, the opening of the door. You have everything you need, and Spirit is covering our asses, so to speak. It's followed by the Nine of Stars, which is usually a singular female person in her garden looking at her hooded falcon. This means having worked very hard to get everything, and we have worked not just materially, although this is the earth element and our material life. We've worked hard to get what we've got, and we can now take some time in this week of the 8th to 14th to really sit down and enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. And the card that clarifies it is spiritual freedom. So the spirits are saying, as above, so below. They are giving you license here for the freedom of the expression that this gets. So the ancestors are watching us and saying, you know, this is a time to give it that lust for life, that joie de vivre. The next card here is the Wheel of Fortune, and we know that that can go either way. We can be on an up cycle. We have cycles of good and bad, or what's perceived as bad. The place to be in the wheel is in the center, so you're observing what's going on around you without getting caught up in it. When it's in an alignment with negative cards, it's seen as a little bit of a warning that we need to be aware of what we're observing and how we're manifesting, that we're not falling into a negative cycle. But because this is so in balance, and this is such a beautiful reading, it's telling us we're still on the high side of the Wheel of Fortune. The sea creature that clarifies this from the Oceans deck, I'm not sure if these are anemone. I believe they are. It says, be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awarenesses into the now rather than allowing awareness to occupy the past or the future. How beautiful is that? Because here we are with harmony. This is the same as the Temperance card in a regular deck. So this is complete harmony, This is strength. The lemniscate is harmony, as above, so below. We have harmony being protected above and below, and I couldn't do a better reading. I couldn't do it. It's just, there's no way. And the lunar aspect from the Moonology deck is a fixed moon. It's showing a fixed moon, so this is sort of halfway between. And it says, hold your vision. So when we're in this place of manifesting with temperance, as above, so below, hold your vision and keep manifesting as if it's already present. So just thank creation for all the good that's coming on this new journey that we're all being energized to take. You can flip the camera, Brian. This is incredible. I love when good readings come, and you know, it's as much for myself as everyone else. So I really can't say that there's anything bad or warnings or anything like that. Just, we all have to let go of what worries us and stay manifesting and hold our visions. So I hope you like this reading, and if you do, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you already haven't. That helps with the decision by Google or YouTube to share this with others. You can always send me a coffee, and how to do that is down below. We appreciate people sending us donations. That really helps. We know not everybody can do it. And a heads up that Brian is having some surgery next month, so we're hoping not to interrupt the video schedule, but we have to give the old boys time to heal too, so we'll keep you posted on what's going on with that. Anyway, be at peace and enjoy your week. Miigwech. Aho.